Well, sounds like we should end the year without too much weather to worry about, Kim.
Really not a whole lot here. We got one little bump in the road, fly in the ointment in northeast Montana, where there is a winter weather advisory issued by the Glasgow Weather Service here. A lot of this not reaching the ground yet, but prospects do increase in the Mondack region, especially northeast Montana. Some deeper moisture back toward Glasgow, and that could provide a spell of some freezing rain here during the overnight time frame. We're dry in Williston. I think by the time the moisture makes it toward the western Star City, you got a better chance for a light dusting of snow more than anything else. Off into eastern North Dakota, look at this, all of Minnesota with a dense fog advisory. A lot of fog here. We've had several days of fog, and that's all shifting farther toward the east for now, as our air has dried out in just the right layers of the atmosphere to at least give us a lot less fog potential over central and western North Dakota and eastern Montana. But again, foggy conditions expected for basically the eastern third of North Dakota tonight into tomorrow. It's 22 right now in Minot, but still holding at 30 degrees in the Bismarck-Mandan area. Williston at 32 along with Dickinson, now 29 in Hettinger. And again, some of that precip showing up on radar, just not reaching the ground yet, and not a lot is expected to reach the ground with our wind right now between about 5 and 15 miles per hour. Not a lot of wind for tomorrow nor Saturday, even Sunday. Fairly light winds, all things considered here. We'll have to wait until next week with the arrival of the Arctic air. Then, of course, the wind will begin to pick up a bit more. But it's all about that Pacific mild air the next few days. All right, let's go through this again. For tonight, we've got some rain and snow showers eastern Montana, slowly advancing into the Peace Garden State. Here's a snapshot, 5 a.m. before sunrise. Might see some of that rain or more or less a snow, I believe, potential toward the KUMV viewing area of northeast Montana, northwest North Dakota. A light dusting of snow will be a possibility, maybe toward Minot, but again, not expecting a whole lot. Decreasing clouds for tomorrow midday and more sunshine into the afternoon, and that means temps will be mild here. A little cooler toward the east because the clouds are going to hold on toward eastern North Dakota, but where we do have some sunshine, likely in the 30s and 40s. Tomorrow night, clear skies with the exception of more fog again back into eastern North Dakota. And another system, but this one stays well to our east, moving up toward the Great Lakes here for eastern Minnesota and Wisconsin for Friday afternoon and evening. Again, that snow forecast, not looking at a lot, well less than an inch. No blue showing up, which would suggest at least an inch of snow. Just don't see that this go around here with a dusting's worth at best, again, toward northeast Montana and mostly the far northern reaches of North Dakota. Tomorrow, we go from 25 Bismarck to 41 in the afternoon, a split of 30s and 40s on the way, and really the best chance for a precip. Again, maybe a bit of a mix, but more of a snow than rain, I think, for Williston here in the morning. 24 degrees. Air will be a little too cold for freezing rain at that point. 20 in Minot. Look at Bowman. You'll be at 27 tonight with a high closing in on 50 degrees, at least between 46 and maybe upwards of 50, with temperatures a bit colder toward Rugby in the morning, 15 with a high of 32 degrees. 7-day forecast now. We're definitely stepping down into a colder Arctic air pattern here, but not until a beautiful weekend with mild air. Next week really starts on Monday and not super cold, but Arctic air eventually oozes into our area here, especially after New Year's.
Well, that's about average getting into
Doesn't
January.
matter. It's January.